Hey everyone, this is John from Models by John Michael. If y'all could go ahead and subscribe to this YouTube channel, hit the notification bell, that would be great. The other thing you can do is follow me on Facebook and Instagram and check out some of the stuff I've got posted there. So welcome to my 100th video. I started this channel 4 years ago, roughly, almost 5 years ago now, basically during the height of COVID. I more or less started this channel to kind of do tutorials, kit reviews, stuff like that. And here we are 100 videos later. It is the beginning of 2025. It's been a heck of a journey doing this thing. I mean, I've loved doing these videos for you guys. I'm at what, 37 or 38 subscribers right now. I mean, it's pretty freaking cool as far as I'm concerned, as far as having all of you guys on board and, being interested in these videos and things like that and tuning in. I've really enjoyed it, and I'm going to keep doing it for as long as I, possibly can. So, I just want to thank all of you, really, truly, from the bottom of my heart, for everything. So, with that being said, I'm going to do my 100th video showing you my latest completed build. And that is this kit here. It's the Kingfisher OS2U by Kitty Hawk. It's a 1/32 scale. This kit, I would say, has its challenges for sure. In some of my previous videos, I talked about how the engine assembly, I think, is a little wonky. There are some parts of this kit that Kitty Hawk could have definitely engineered better than what they did, made the fit on the engine better. The pontoon, the main pontoon, that's another one. Yeah, and even the smaller pontoons that go on the wings. There are some issues that you can have with the assembly, especially if you don't know what you're doing. So it's just one of those things. It's just some of the things with that kit that I really think that had Kingfisher done their homework, so to speak, I think the kit could have been just an absolute stellar kit. But it has some drawbacks. Another thing is with the cockpit glass, with the forward and the aft where the gunner sits. On the aft part, all of the glass does not fit onto the model. So if you're going to have, the windows closed configuration, something like that, that doesn't all fit together, that's another thing they could have spent a little more time engineering. But other than that, it is a pretty good kit. It's fun to do. It just takes patience. It takes finesse. You cannot rush through it. So if you keep all of those things in mind and you just really take your time with it, it will turn out pretty good. So let me show you how the model sits at the moment. I'm going to handle it, but very, very, very carefully. So here it is, the completed build. And here's the bottom of it. Because of the float, it's kind of an awkward thing to handle. So I don't have the propeller on here. Funny story, and I just found this out before I shot this video. I had the propeller sitting in the box. The box was actually tucked under my bed, and my cat decided he was going to chew on the propeller. You can see the tooth marks on there, so I'm going to have to find a replacement for that. So go figure. That aside, it's all painted in Tamiya paints. The top is what I think they call it a medium blue. So it's a mixture of white and the Tamiya medium blue, and I think that's it. Might be some gray in there too. I'm not 100% certain. You can look up the conversion chart and it'll tell you how to mix the color, but that's what it is. And then the bottom is just your plain old white. The interior is, it's interior green. I did it by mixing Tamiya yellow, flat yellow, and flat green, and that's how you get the interior color. And then let's see here, what else did I do? So the exhaust marks. So this stuff here is actually, this is really cool, and I did a video on this before. It is the Vallejo Game Ink is what they call it, or gaming. I think they call it Game Ink or something like that, but it's ink. It's transparent paint, essentially, is what it is. And this is the sepia color, so you get that nice brown color for the exhaust. They make black. They have, and I know they have a few other shades, and I can't remember what they're all called, but that stuff is fantastic. Shoots really, really well out of an airbrush. You just thin it a little bit with water, or in my case, I just use the Tamiya X20 thinner. Works great. So no issues there at all. All the decals are stock on this kit. Pretty much everything on this kit that I did is stock, except for the interior stuff. There's some Edward photo etch stuff that I put into the model kit itself. In the lead into this video, I will post pictures, and it'll be the same pictures I posted on Instagram and Facebook. So if you've already seen those pictures, you're familiar with how this thing looks up close. The antenna here, I actually did the easy line, but in this case, I did the thicker easy line. So they have the fine and they have the thicker easy line because this is a 1/32 scale. Being larger, it would have a larger antenna, kind of follow suit. So that's what this stuff is. And then as far as modifying things, okay, so this main pontoon here, you see you have the 3 attachment points right there. You got one in the forward, one in the middle. If I can move my hand here, you can see it. One in the middle right there, and then one aft. Now, each of those attachment points had one tiny little peg sticking off of the support. Now this is quite large, and it wouldn't take much to knock this off of the main body of the plane. So basically what I did is I drilled out the pegs, and then I took some wire, and actually you could find this wire at like Michael's or something like that, in their jewelry making section. And I took that wire, and it's a thicker wire. Matter of fact, it's the same gauge wire that's here on the back of this propeller. I'll explain why that's sticking out of the back of the propeller here in a second. But same gauge. I want to say it's like a 20, maybe a 22 gauge wire. I'm not exactly sure. But I drilled them out, and I super glued the wires into the supports, and then made sure the holes were large enough for the body, and then glued everything in place. Put the supports in the body, and it's much more stable than it would have been had I just left those tiny little pegs on there. I'm going to put the model down because I don't like handling this thing if I can help it. There we go. Okay. So that's that's what I was talking about with the main support. Here's the glass for it. It's one of the rear pieces. There's your forward piece, and another one of the rear pieces. So like I said, the glass doesn't completely fit if you're going to put everything in place. Now the propeller, the interesting thing about the propeller is the shaft that comes off of the propeller here broke off inside of the and inside of the engine on the Kingfisher itself. So I had to drill a hole and then attach this into the propeller. I had to drill out a hole, and then that would allow me to attach it to the aircraft itself. Kind of a sketchy proposition. Again, it's another thing that Kingfisher could have, or not Kingfisher, Kitty Hawk rather, could have spent a little more time on figuring out exactly how that's going to work. So, but other than that, it's a decent little kit, or decent kit. It's not really little. It's a 1/32 scale. It's a pretty large airplane. It's fun to do for the most part. All the lights and everything on it, I did the clear red on the bottom side of any of the lenses that were there for the lighting, and then just glued them into place using the canopy glue or Elmer's glue, whatever you want to call it, and called it a day. And she's done now. So this is actually a commission build. That's one reason why I'm really upset about this propeller and my cat deciding to make it a chew toy for whatever reason. I don't know. It's a cat. Crazy, I know. But so I'm gonna have to figure out how to solve that issue. But I will solve it. Hopefully I don't have to buy a whole nother kit just so I can get the propeller to attach it to it. That's my hope anyway. Maybe I can find somebody that has 3D printed propellers, 1/32 scale propellers for a Kingfisher. I don't know, but I'll think of something. So one way or the other, who knows? Maybe I'll reach out to some of the model building groups on Facebook and see if one of them have a solution for that. I don't know, but maybe it'll be a long shot. But the nice thing is, the guy that I built this for, because this is a commission build, he is currently snowbirding somewhere, and when he gets back is when I'm going to send it to him, and that'll be in the springtime. So I have a couple of months at least to try and figure this out. So it's not really an emergency. It's just more aggravating because of my stupid cat, but whatever, I still love it. So yeah, there you have it. So my 100th video, which I mean, just I never thought I would get to this point of 100 videos. Most channels don't last this long, anywhere near this long, and here I am 100 videos later. Again, I can't thank you guys enough for your support, for tuning in, for subscribing, for liking the videos, sharing the videos. Whatever you guys do out there, it's been great. And like I've said before, I think I've said on this channel before, it's all grown organically. I haven't really spent any time really, promoting this channel. I don't run around and tell people they need to subscribe, or other than on here. This is the only place that I really have. I mean, I do have my Instagram and I do have my Facebook pages as well, but yeah, so this is the only place I really do the videos. But it's been fantastic, and hopefully I can do 100 more videos. That would be great. So, and that being said, if you guys have any ideas for videos, suggestions, anything you want to see, techniques you want demonstrated, you want me to talk about a certain model kit, whatever the case may be, let me know. I would be more than happy to try and accommodate. I want to engage with you guys more and more if I can. It's just one of those things that I really do enjoy doing this, and I hope you guys enjoy watching these videos. I know sometimes I tend to babble. I'm babbling now, but whatever. So anyway, guys, that's all I got in this video. So I appreciate every single one of you. You guys all take care. Happy modeling.